call me Knuckles. Unlike Sonic, I don't chuckle. I'd rather flex my muscles.
Hey everybody, happy Saturday. Hope you all are doing well. I started 10 minutes late because I swear every time I start stream I have some problem with my green screen and it just looks weird and I have to fix the lighting and the color chroma. It's annoying. And that took me like 10 minutes. So that's why we're starting a little bit late. Also I had to finish eating. I was very quickly chomping down my meal. But hi, I hope you all are doing good. I hope you all have had a great Saturday so far. We are going to dig back into Skies of Arcadia Legend, which I missed because I couldn't stream, what was it, 2 weeks ago. We only just got caught up last week, and I had to end stream a little early, so we're going to be starting on the boss fight that we were right around the corner from when I ended the stream last week. We'll knock that out, and then we'll go right into the next dungeon. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm actually already in the game, and literally right outside this boss fight. There we go. Let's just get into it. I only vaguely remember what this is gonna be like, but it's gonna be some shenanigans. I remember that much. I don't get it. Why would the blue ones build such a huge room in these mines and not use it for anything? Wow, I could just on the nose there. I don't plan on sticking around long enough to find out. So you've made it this far. I'm impressed. But now you shall die. You shall pay for what you did to my precious chameleon. Oh yes, you will. To Loco. Also, why did they just walk right in? I love it. All the slaves you tried to run. Wow. That's dark. Vice, I want to hear you scream. Now I shall have my revenge. Let's start the show, shall we? Huh? Now what? Oh my god, Alfonso. Long time no see, Vice. It is I, Alfonso. I came here to watch you die. What are you doing? Alfonso, you fool. If you're in there, I won't be able to crush them. Someone of my stature doesn't deal with filth like yourselves personally. Antonio 2. Literally just called it Antonio 2. I love that so much. But also this guy is obviously going to be a little bit harder than the first one. So let me remind myself. It looks like only a tiny little bit harder. So it should be pretty straightforward to fight, I think. Especially since I have Drachma now. I didn't have that when I fought the first Antonio, so... because its moves, it really only has the Thundering Fury, I think. So I could probably get away with doing a lot of focuses and a lot of tackles. Let's do that, in fact. Let's just see how things go. Spirit Charger start. If this goes badly after the first turn, I will adjust, but I feel like it's probably going to be fine. Okay. Advice, which is good. I know he can take it. That wasn't a whole lot of damage, actually. That's pretty great. That was enough damage that we are going to have to start bringing out the Sacris crystals, though, so... Good to know, but I hope we're going to... I hope I'm going to find a vendor where I can actually buy those things outright soon. Rain of Swords is an AoE. I don't think I want to do that. I forget if there's like, no, yes, there was a button I can hit that would explain what it was. Yeah, well, no, that's an AoE. Let's Cutlass Fury, and then we'll keep focusing for them. They're basically going to be heal bots in this battle, unfortunately, but it's going to be a lot of Cutlass Furying and tackling, I think. But with the two of them able to do super moves basically every other turn, this should go a lot faster than the original Antonio fight. Ideally. Oh, me, I don't know. That wasn't a lot of damage. This might take a bit. Oh, okay. Maybe the issue is just that Vice's original super move is being outclassed, and I need to hurry up and feed him some moonberries to get a better one. In that case, I should have him focus too. You can focus. Let's have her heal before I forget to do that. We'll just do a lot of tackles. That might be a better use of time, because if we have 3 people focusing, we'll just get a tackle every turn easily. But also, I feel like Cutlass Fury was a pretty good attack into the end game, so for it to be doing no damage here, I wonder if it's just because I missed out on equipping Vice with something important. Maybe he's just got low attack or something. I gotta look into that. Oh, cool. This is fine. Let's see, you can heal yourself. Keep it going. That poke. Probably 2 or 3 more of those, I imagine. I guess I could still try a Cutlass Fury. See if it helps at all. She could also use the Lunar Winds, maybe. I feel like that's not going to be enough to really help. Let's keep focusing. I'm just really curious about how little damage this did. Okay, that did more. Maybe that was just bad RNG on that first one. Not like a lot, but that's about what I expected. Okay, yeah, we're almost good. Let's just have them both do it. She can use a Sacred Crystal on herself just in case. Because I suspect this won't finish it. We might still need that tackle. I was wrong. Nice. Good stuff. Alright, what we got going on after this? Nothing else in the dungeon. We're just leaving after cutscenes. Ooh, Moonberry. What are you doing? Not this way! He's not gonna die. Oh, Oh. Oh. Serves you right, Alfonso. You got what you deserved. Oh well, I guess I'll just have to skewer all of you. Nani? What? 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 What's going on? My traps have never failed me before. Crush them, crush them, crush. Oh my god. Emerald Loco. Someone has tampered with all the machines in the mine. Ah, some team. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Love this. Trying to say this out loud is like killing my voice, so I'm not gonna bother with DeLoco and his shenanigans. I look forward to when I take him out for good eventually. But that's gonna be very late game. For now. Oh, Alfonso's or Antonio 2 is just gone, but Alfonso's just dang. I love the cape over the head. Great touch. Let's move on. Could go back and save, but we're right around the corner of leaving.
Yeah.
You made it out of the mines unharmed, I see. I made a few adjustments to some of the machinery in the mines. Did it help? So that's what that was. Yes, yes. Well, let's be on our way. Ah, yes, I managed to open the door to the outside as well. I must hurry back to see my family. They must be terribly worried about me. You really know your stuff. And he cares very much about his family as well. You're a good man, Centime. We're glad we could help you. Thank you very much. Well, I must get going. Stop by and see me in Horteca when you get a chance. Alright, that's obviously next on the to-do list. I think this is, Oh, yep. That's about what I thought. We are technically out of the dungeon. We're not going to get attacked at this point. Unfortunately, still slaves. We have to actually clear the next dungeon and kick the Valuans out of the Ixtaka region entirely before the slaves in here are freed. But that's it's pretty imminent. That's where we're going next, to that dungeon. All right, yeah, we have to go back to Horteca. It's exactly what was recommended. Which is over here-ish. Oh, before I go too far. She never got the chance to heal herself. Let me just do that really quickly. She's a little low too. He's a little low too, okay. That was gonna minorly bug me. And let me also... Now that I'm out of the dungeon, let me save really quickly. Alright, where is... Horteca's a floating island somewhere around here. I don't remember exactly where. Further up here, I guess. On the other side of this. Ooh, love a good ambush. Let's we don't have enough mana swords. Just regular attacks. Actually, hold on. With her angling, she can probably get all of them if she targets that guy. So let's have them all single target this one. She'll Alpha Storm. This one. Hopefully that'll do what I have in mind. Nice. All right, good to know that I can one-shot the birds at least. How many moonberries do I have right now? Also, what was that? I clicked too fast. That was an accessory. What was it? And is it any good? It's all Hunter's something. Hunter's hand. Hit percent attack power. I'm not sure that would be particularly useful on anybody with my current setups. No. Less defense, but it does help him a lot. What about Aika and Fina? Probably not going to help Fina at all. Solid chance I might help. Oh, she can't even equip it. The jitter restrictions in this game, I swear. Well, Aika can equip it. It does help her, but it drops a lot of her other stuff, and I want her quick to stay relatively high so she can alpha storm the small enemies at the beginning of every fight. So, but it could be relatively useful for Drachma. Although the Gem of Purity did handle the adverse effects. Do I want to get rid of it in that case? Well, we do have Fina's super move now that clears all debuffs. So, worth giving it a try for a bit, I guess. See how it goes. In the meantime, come back here and check this. Ah, we have 2 moonberries, but that's just the AoE version of Counter-Strike. But I gotta clear that out the way to get his best super move, so maybe I should do it anyway. As much as I don't want to. So I'm not gonna worry about that. I don't want to spend too many more moonberries on Drachma, because we'll eventually get to a point in the game where the 4th person in the party will be changing a lot. And we gotta split those moonberries up between like 4 different options. So if he's not necessarily going to be in the party regularly, then I don't want to have him, I don't want to waste moonberries on him if we're not going to be doing that yet. I feel like the best option would be Aika. She's a little bit behind the others. And this seems like it would potentially be a good fire AoE. So yeah, let's do this one. And let's save. All right, now let's try and find Horteka again. With all that done and out of the way. Let's see. Let me check my map while I'm here. It is on the map. Okay. Wow, this would have been so much faster if I just looked there. Well, it's right here. That's not too bad. Okay, let me see if I also remember the exact right way to go. I think down here and down. The other side of the village is where the chief is. I think this is the way to Centime Ship. Alright, cool. I was right. You have anything new to say? Daddy Centime is home. They do. Centime came home. I'm so happy. Same thing. He told me that you were the one who set him free, Mr. Weiss. Thank you. God, give her a name, I swear. Mr. Weiss, my husband has come back from the Valuan mines. I understand you were the one who rescued him. I can't thank you enough. He's probably inside the ship, I would guess. Is he? Yes, he is. Where's Hans? Ah, hello, Mr. Weiss. Thanks to you, I was able to return to my family. This is hardly an adequate expression of my gratitude, but perhaps you could use this. Okay. That is obviously something to go on the little jack. What exactly is that? Not a regular cannon. I can't replace the harpoon cannon. What is that? It doesn't seem to be. Is it an item that I can use? Wait, I have extras of these and they do more damage. I didn't even realize. Wait, they don't. They're split. I kind of don't want to replace the main cannon. We do already have the 3-inch blaster on there. I don't want to replace a main with a 3-inch cannon. It will do less damage overall if I don't have at least one main cannon on. Okay. Oh, it's these. I forgot that there's a separate armor section. We have the engine cover. We have the armored deck. We can drop our defense a little bit. Do I want to do that? Cruise the ship quick. Oh, this is an even better version of the engine cover. Okay, let's just replace that and not touch the armored decks. I would rather they stay intact. I don't want to drop the defense of the ship. All right. That was actually all we came here for, just to get that one item from him. It's weird that Han's just gone though. Is he like on the other side of the ship? Oh, he's up there. That's right. I forgot he was there. That's where he's been the whole time. Hello, Mr. Vice. Thank you so much for rescuing my father. Mr. Vice is really great. He bartered his way. I'm right here. Why are you talking to me in third person? I'm learning from my father how to be a ship's engineer. Someday I'd sure like to work on your ship. Eventually, when we do get our final ship in this game, when we're not in Little Jack anymore, when we get the our permanent ship that we fly the skies with, and we are hiring people to be our crew, Hans will be one of the many options. In the meantime, we're basically done in Horteca now. We need to go back to... We're essentially giving Asapa a ride back to the king, I think. Which, you know what? Good. I don't want that guy around me any more than necessary, so let's get rid of him. Forgot this. That ladder's not the way out, it's just around this corner. Let me also check the map here and make sure that I'm not just flying in random directions when it turns out that the king's hideout is on the map. It sure is. I've already found the 2 discoveries you need to actually... Oh, wait. On that note... No, nothing yet. There's another discovery I'm about to get, which is plot related. After I get that discovery, I'm going to take a quick break and turn off battles via cheat codes to fly all the way back to Maramba and turn that discovery in. Turning off battles because I don't want to deal with anything in the South Ocean, but thank you for saving Isapa. I'm not going to say that out loud. But I must return to my priestly duties. Well, it was not nice meeting you. Not so fast. You were supposed to tell us the location of the lost city. That's right. I'm sorry. I completely forgot. King Ixataka, with all due respect, where did you get this guy? Is he really a high priest? Of course. He has much knowledge in ancient scriptures and history. Very well. I shall pass on to you the secret of the lost city that has been passed down in my family for many generations. The great bird with its wings spread and the kneeling golden man will open the way. That is all. So, you got it? What do you mean that's all? I have no idea what you were talking about. To be completely honest, I don't know what it means either. You need to solve the riddle on your own. I give up. If you didn't know, then you should have said so in the first place. Now, calm down, Aika. Listen to what he just told us. The great bird with its wings spread and the kneeling golden man will open the way. I know what it means. The great bird with its wings spread and the kneeling golden man are probably somewhere on this continent. So if we find them, we'll find the lost city. Alright, let's go find this great bird and the golden man. I've already done that. But it's fine. The 2 of them are pointing in this direction. I don't remember the actual... Best thing to do is literally go right in front of this guy. and just go directly in the direction opposite. And I think it's like on the ground somewhere over here. Maybe. Am I still... Yes, I'm still on the right path. It's probably further than I was going. Aha! Gates of Rixus. Excellent. A huge stone face that stands quietly, buried deep in the forest of Ixitaka. The stones have been fitted so tightly together that not even an insect could crawl between them. It is a remnant of an ancient civilization. Alright. Good, we found it. Let's return the little jack. And is this on the map now? Yes, it is. Although we're a little bit off on the positioning, but it is on the map, which is the important thing. Okay. Let's see. Let me go to Cheats Manager, turn on the random battles. That should have taken effect immediately. And now we will just mosey on south and out of the region. Just relax for a bit on our way out. That's an explanation for what I'm doing. I talked about this before. A couple streams ago when I first came to this area and I got all the discoveries and I immediately hightailed it. I did the same thing I'm doing now. We're obviously cheating a bit in the process, but the reason for this is because there is another treasure hunter that we met very early in the game. I say very early, that was only just one continent ago. But his name is Domingo. And if you get discoveries throughout this game, I do not want to fight them. If you get discoveries throughout this game and don't very quickly turn them in at the closest Adventurers Guild, or Sailors Guild they're called, Final Fantasy 14 brain, then Domingo will discover it and go to the Sailors Guild to turn in news of the discovery, and he'll get the bulk of the credit for you, so you will just get reduced credit for confirming. So pretty much anytime I go to a new region of the game and I find a bunch of new discoveries, before I do any story-related stuff, I immediately go back and turn those discoveries in. Because I want to get full credit. I want to get the money. They give really good money. You're going to need a lot of money to buy a lot of the high-end items by the end of the game, so I feel like it's always good to turn in discoveries ASAP. Eventually this won't be a problem, because I was just mentioning the ship that we will get for in-game and be able to hire a crew for it. And Domingo is actually one of the people you can hire for the crew on your in-game ship. And when you do, he's basically out of the running for stealing discoveries from you, because you're sort of working together at that point, if that makes sense. Although to hire him, you have to have gotten a certain number of discoveries first, because he wants you to essentially prove that you have what it takes to best him. But if I'm picking up every discovery I can as I go, then that shouldn't be a problem. I think I should have everything I need by the time I get to that point. Sell info, Gates of Rixus. Somehow I'm only getting 600 gold. I feel like I should get more, but no, that's about right, because normally you get like 600 to 700 when you turn in a new discovery, and if Domingo finds it first, you only get like 60 or 70. So seems pretty accurate, actually, now that I think about it. And we have everything else already. So is there anything new on the wanted list? Oh, there's a lot on the wanted list. Didn't we already fought? We fought Baltimore. Wait. Did we? I don't remember if we fought Baltimore. Let me look this up. We can fight Gordo the Round after this. I don't think we can fight the Ixnus demons for a while. Sorry, I want to look this up really quickly on the guide I'm looking at. Oh, wow. No, we could have done that way... Okay, Baltor was like the first one. And we could have done that fight a long time ago. Any ones we've already done had the picture filled out here. So, oh wait, he's filled out. Okay, so we did do that. So we're good. I was worried at first that I skipped that by accident. So Gordo is next. And the Ixodus demons are in Ixataka, but you cannot fight them not until our fourth party member switch out happens, which is going to be a while from now. It's after we finish in Ixataka, and then after we do a little bit of stuff in Valua as well. That's when things go wonky and the party sort of splits up. None of that is going to happen on stream, but that's probably 2 or 3 streams away from here, I'm thinking. And we can't fight them until after that is all resolved. And I think resolving that leads us eventually in the process of getting our upgraded, our final ship too. So, but we will be able to do Gordo the Round almost immediately after we do this next dungeon we're going to go to. So, for now, we've turned that in. We can go back to Rixus and we can start working our way through that dungeon. All right, let me scroll back to where I was on in the guide I had up in here. Okay, there we go. We go southwest again, I believe. A little bit more south. Yeah, we need to go south past this. Boy, doing this, I did this process when this game first came out. Not on Dreamcast. The guides didn't really exist at the time. GameFAQs did, but guides to this level that let you know that this was the thing you had to do didn't really. So it wasn't until this GameCube version came out that I did this process of selling discoveries immediately. But back then I had no way to turn the battles off like I can in this Dolphin emulator, so it was really frustrating having to come back through the South Ocean multiple times and fly back through this slowly to get back to Ixataka after selling and getting into battles the entire way. This is a major part of the reason a lot of people playing this game on Dreamcast burnt their Dreamcast CD-ROM, like CD drive, like broke it legitimately, because you could stop battles in the Dreamcast version by opening the CD tray. The CD would stop spinning, the game wouldn't load, because it took a while to actually load the battle up, and you could hear the disc start to spin when that happened, so if you were really quick, you could stop it. That came at the sacrifice of the XP, because if you weren't getting into battles, then you weren't getting anything out of it. Which, not too different from what I'm doing here, so whatever. You make up the XP at other locations. But when you did it on the Dreamcast, you also, like, broke the disc drive eventually. It was not a good thing to do. So I'm very glad that I can just turn off battles in a significantly easier format via Dolphin. That was way closer than I needed to get. That is a good way to get XP too. Find ship battles out in the open like that and tackle them. Alright, we're going in this way, I think. Head back here around the corner, I think. It's probably on the other side of this. It's definitely somewhere back here. Aha! And now that we're here, let me turn battles back on. Okay, cool. Definitely want to save it after all that nonsense. There's an indentation just big enough to fit a small gem. Put the same one as in the big statue. right, and in we go. I can take or leave this dungeon as far as aesthetics go, but I love this song. One of my favorite songs in the game, honestly. Now I know why they call this place the City of Mist, but I don't remember seeing any mist in the forest. The air is thin. It's a little hard to breathe. We were going up for a long time. I think these mists are actually clouds. But this doesn't look anything like a lost city of gold. There's just a bunch of ruins up here. In the old world, Rixus was the capital of the Green Civilization. It was destroyed by the Rains of Destruction. Since then, it's been frozen in time. These craters must have been caused by the moonstones that were bombarding the city. I'm not seeing any gold here. As time passed, stories about the city probably got more and more exaggerated. We were supposed to find gold here. I should have slapped that dirty old man silly when I had the chance. Regardless of the gold, yes, you should have, actually. Sapa. Hate the guy. What the? Oh. Vice? If this city has been dead for generations, and who is that? I love this look. What? Where? Over there. Where? I don't see anything. Huh? But there was someone there. Aika, this city has been dead for a very long time. Who else would be here? It's probably just your imagination acting up. Why don't you believe me? I know I saw something. Fina, do you think that maybe I saw a ghost? A ghost? What's a ghost? It's been a while since you said something like that. A ghost is, how should I explain this? Well, it's something very scary, that's for sure. Really? Well, if you're this scared, Aika, this ghost must be something scary indeed. The two things I hate the most right now are dirty old men and ghosts. Vice, let's not go. We'll be cursed. Oh, come on, Aika. We came all this way for the green crystal, and we're not about to go back empty-handed. You could just wait here till we get back. Oh no, I'm not gonna wait here all by myself with those things out there. Alright, I'll go with you. I can't believe I'm doing this. Alright, oh, there's really only one way to go. Unless there's something around that corner, which doesn't look like there is. Alright, we're supposed to go west. Which is kind of hard to do. Until I see two series of stairs. I see. Take the set to the west. I'm following a guide here in case you couldn't tell. Basically heading to another lift in the northwest corner of the map. Take it and descend the stairs to a treasure chest containing... Oh. If I play well, this will be unnecessary, but... Crystals that can bring people back to life when I screw up are good to have. I'm not going to say no to those. This doesn't go anywhere. We need to actually go all the way back and then take the other stairway. I did. Yeah, I turned that off. I was like, I sure haven't gotten into a fight yet, but I did indeed turn off the cheat I had on to disable random battles, so I should be getting into fights. could also be misremembering. It could be that there's canonically, plot-wise, there's nothing up here until you get to a certain point. Outside of the inevitable Zivil and Bane fight that we will run into at some point, I'm sure. We ignore those stairways for now. We come around the corner. Oh wait, this is another route? What? Hold on. Take the other stairway up and follow on the path. Ignore the two stairways up and go. This is literally where we were. They came up to the same side. I mistook that. Oh, they mean... Do they? No, they don't. I guess we do have to go this way? Or is it talking about something else, perhaps? Well, I can't even go this way. I think I see what's going on here. I think the wording of this guide was just a little bad. The two stairways that wanted me to continue to are those. But how do I get over there in that case? We got this chest, but there's nowhere we can go over here. Is it possible that you could go this way and I just didn't? Oh, yeah. That was my fault. You're supposed to go this way and descend. This is where we descended to, not the other side. So now we go through here. There's nothing over here. I apologize if this is this camera work is confusing to everybody, because it sure is confusing to me. You basically can't rotate while you're moving. The game rotates for you. It's very annoying. All right. Here's where we want to come. Stonecutter. That's a weapon for Vice. Let's go ahead and equip that. Stay on purple for now. How far is he away from learning his next spell, actually? Oh, I can tell right here. Rank 4. Let me verify that is what I... Yeah, okay. The rank... When any one of these is at rank 6, you're done. So you can move on to another color. Nobody's even vaguely close to rank 6 yet, but there are a couple people at 4 already in 1. He's only at 3. But it's... Oh, finally, a battle. That took so long. Wow. I feel like that was very abnormal. For now, let's do the usual, since I don't know what to expect. We will have her Delta Shield, and everybody else will single target a single enemy. And we'll see what happens. I guess really powerful fire attacks. I feel bad that she has to be the shield bot in so many fights in this game. Oh, almost one-shot it. I feel like it'd be better to get the totems out of the way, but... Let's see. Oh, that's actually pretty bad. But if they don't cast any other nonsense, then it would technically be okay. But it does make me think I should actually focus down these guys from that POV. You can go up to the next one. Perhaps, we'll see. Okay, good. Nobody seemed to use any like instant death attacks yet, so I might not need a Delta Shield. Oh, okay. Sure. All right, in that case, we can just... That one's almost dead. She's still asleep. I kind of wish I could have bought some more crystals before I left, but you can't actually buy anything from Hortica until after you clear this dungeon. Because it's after that that they that all the people in that village will actually like you and be willing to sell stuff to you. So right now we just had to subsist on what we have, which is a good bit. I have all these second crystals left. I'm not hurting at the moment, but I am very much looking forward to when I can restock. All right, we need to go back this way, and now we can actually go up these stairs, which we couldn't before. And we need to get to an area with several floating platforms. Oh. All right, we have to go somewhere else now that we've seen those platforms, but let's deal with this first. None of those guys put anybody to sleep, so we can just have her try an Alpha Storm, or actually have her try Land of Burst. You know what? Let me try the good stuff. Everybody else can single attack individual ones. Let's see how much damage they do. I think Fina's the only one who risks not one-shotting, so that will leave two still alive. Oh, that is very nice. It's also nice to be able to use her AoE attacks again, because we're in a region now where fire actually does damage. She was pretty useless in the first dungeon for that, but now I can actually like use her good stuff. Okay, go on the stairway and walk onto the platform when it comes to you. I need to get off at the northwest, which is pretty much just here, obviously. And I'm taking the stairs up to a Cham. Nice. Let's go ahead and feed that to Cupel. Equipment, Cupel sword. Wait, no. You feed Chams by going into items. That's so confusing. All right. Small boost for him. And now we get a treasure chest in the other room just next door, and that's where we will fight good old... Oh, they got ambushed. That's a lot of enemies too. But if they're all going to assess damage, then that's not too bad. That weird womp sound effect, I don't know what to do with that. That's a Lambda Burst. Have them all attack different ones other than that. Oh, she got off first. Amazing. Hopefully that should just one-shot everybody. Nice. That should enable farming. There are a couple random spots in this game where you do have to grind. Being able to do that should be a little bit easier of a process now with Lambda Burst. Except when I encounter the occasional fire resistant enemy, which I'm sure is going to happen. Okay. Let's try Lambda Burst on these guys. If she can get that off quickly enough. I'm hoping they one-shot, because if she doesn't, then there's a lot of people that are about to get put to sleep. Oh, good. Literally everything. That's great. I'm very glad I paid for that super move. All right. Let's stand right here, and for safety's sake, I'm going to save my state. Because who knows how this fight will go. Well, if it's anything like the last one, what we should just do is a lot of focusing. Delta Shield doesn't really help against him. She can... Do I have any... I have Glyph of Mites. Let me just use that so I don't have to cast Incrum and waste the MP and the Spirit Points. Everybody else should be focusing. We'll just have him do a lot of tackling. I should have done that during the Antonio fight, now that I think about it. Use the Glyph of Mites on him and Vice. Which I will actually use one on Vice in a second, because Vice will probably want to do some... I'll have the spare SP to have him do super moves too. Including right now. But let me... Yeah, speaking of that, let's do another Mite on him. She will continue to focus, and he can tackle. Oh, she got off beforehand. Nice. It's a good thing about her quick being so high. All right. We got to heal like immediately for every big hit that anybody takes against this guy. So Aika will be healing that at the beginning of the next turn. All right. That's not enough to have both of them do that, though. So he will focus. She will use a Sacris Crystal on him. I think would be safer. He can focus, and he can tackle. And on the next turn, they should all have enough. I'm thinking enough SP to have both of them do their super moves once again. Hopefully. Nice. All right. I don't want to say easy peasy, but that was pretty easy peasy. That wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I keep forgetting who to use those Vidal seeds on. Also, what was that mask? Is that an equipable thing, or is that just... Valuable treasure. Okay, we'll be selling that at the Silos Guild probably. Okay. Where to next? Back to here probably. Wait, it says descend the nearby stairway. Ah! Okay. Oh, I forgot to heal. It's fine. We'll Lambda Burst, then we'll heal after this. Oh, one of them survived. Wow. Okay. Well, not for long. All right, we're coming down here for a treasure chest, and we got to go back upstairs. Oh, before I go down there, we'll use the Sacred Crystal here. We can just use a Sacri on Fina. All right, good enough. It's a chest in here. Yes. All right, back upstairs. As always, love me a good ambush. Wait, that might not be an ambush. I can't tell what direction they're facing. I think that wasn't an ambush. Oh well. We don't have much left in this dungeon, but we are going to be doing 2 boss battles back to back. Or like 3, actually? I think it's just going to be 2. Anyway, we're coming up here. Wait a minute. Oh! The guide was badly worded again. We need to come down. We're crossing over to the other side. We got to do it from down here. Specifically here, I think. That is not an ambush. Should be fine though. Lambda burst. Nice. Also, thank you for somebody followed at the very beginning of the stream. I'm just now noticing that. Thank you. I appreciate that. I have no idea if you're even still watching, but thank you. All right, good stuff. Yeah, I'm remembering now. We're gonna be doing 3 boss battles back to back, which is gonna be interesting. Now we'll cross over here. A couple items we can get on this side. First thing is a chest in this room with a moonberry. But that's only 1 moonberry, so there's nobody we can upgrade the super moves with yet. Gonna go up the stairs back in the other room once we get out of here. It's a new tactic, land and burst. And then single target everything else in case the land and burst doesn't work. But until we go back to the Natha region, way far away from now, game-wise, well, maybe not that far away. Until we go back there, land and burst is going to work on pretty much everything. And after we leave there, it's Still gonna work on pretty much everything. So very good. I am once again glad that I decided to buy that. All right, up here, I think there's a chest in this room, perhaps. Yes. Then we keep going up. Can I put that on somebody? What kind of... That's probably gender locked. Well, yes and no. The gender locking in this game seems to mostly actually be Fina locking, whereas Aika can optionally wear some of the same stuff that Vice and Drachma can wear. It's definitely a much better thing than she had on though, so. Oh. I can hear that moonfish. Ooh. Oh no, I'm so tired at 5 o'clock on a Saturday. But I'm literally on my second cup of coffee. Alright, we're gonna keep going up. I think we have to catch some fish up here. Do I have to cross for it? There's nowhere to cross. This is too far away from it. Up here, move right in front of the stationary platform. Okay, this one brings us back. But you have to run to the center to start it, so that's why I could step onto it and get the moonfish. We actually do need to take that back, I think. Oh, she can go first with that light coat on? Interesting. Okay, I think there's actually a thing I can get if I follow these platforms back. This platform was not there before. I think. I might be completely wrong. It looks like I am, because it's just taking us back to the start. Let me see if I just read this wrong. Back in the southeast room. That's where we were. We got that. That was where the light coat was. Very confused about where this guide is telling me to go right now. Let me see if I can parse this after this fight. And it's only everybody went before her that time. That was kind of weird. Move right in front of the stationary platform to catch moonfish number 12. Back in the southeast room, ride the platform to ruin arm 1. We're in the southeast room right now on the bottom floor. They might be talking about... I feel like you could ride the platform from up here too, though. That's what they're probably talking about. Yeah, like coming around here. Oh, can we make it? Nope. All right, let's see if they're talking about this. There's nothing else in here we can get. Is this a ruin arm? Yes, okay. All right, that's what they meant. Presumably that's a weapon for Drachma with that kind of name. Yep. All right, now we backtrack. But I think we want to cross up here now. Or perhaps downstairs, I'm not sure. Oh, one guy was strong. Not anymore. Oh, another moonberry. I think I can cross from here directly over. I think that's where it wants me to go. Yeah. To continue the story, we go north, but first I could come over here and get this. Before I continue the story and go north, like I was just talking about, I have 2 moonberries. What can I get with that? Restores 10 MP. Oh, wow. Only for her, though. Which means she would then need to become the magic buffer. That will be pretty useful in the end. That does mean I need to really work on giving her a wealth of magic from all the different classes, though. For now, let's get this. I think that will be more useful immediately. Counterattack for the whole party. Where Vice takes the hit. We're not quite done with the dungeon, but we do have a small scene here. Who's that? That's it. That's the ghost I saw earlier. Oh, it's running away. Who'd be lurking around in a place like this? Don't let him get away, boy. Before that. I want to go east. Actually, this is the way I'm supposed to go. By going this way, I was able to very quickly not have to chase him around 50 million locations. I could just immediately start this. He runs around constantly and you have to like chase him. That was the quick way to get him to go the right way and immediately stop the process. All right, I think there's a save point up here. I sure hope there is. Yes, over here. All right, before I do this boss fight, I did just get another increases HP, increases will. I don't know who those need to be sent to. Let me just hold on to them for now. I have 3 seeds where I don't know where those stats will be best served. Everybody's currently at full health, so we're good there. Let's save. And let's start this series of 3 boss battles I have to do in a row. This guy doesn't cast magic, this boss we're about to fight, so I don't think I need to do the Delta Shield trick. I don't think will actually help here, which means Aika is free to actually do some damage. It was great. Oh, it's Ho. For now, let's have him attack. Let's have these 2 whiff of might them. And he can spear charge. Ooh. We do at least get a point after this fight where we can heal back up and save again before. It's not actually 3 boss battles in a row. There's a little bit of a break in between this one and the next 2. Okay, that is not a good thing, and I have no way to block it because Delta Shield doesn't work here. So I'm gonna have to hope that doesn't take effect too often in this fight. At any rate, they are good to start Cutlass, Fearing, and Tackling. They'll have to be focus spots, unfortunately. Okay, that was solid damage. This probably won't take too horribly long in that case. Oh, wow. Right at him? Good. Thank goodness. I was gonna hate if that stopped the super move before it went off. I am gonna have to use Kyria crystals a good bit during this fight, and or just a cure magic spell, probably. Alright, if they stay awake, then this will probably only take about 4 or 5 turns. It's not bad. For now. How many? I only have 10 Kyria crystals. Oof. Alright, we'll have to hope those hold. Ooh. Wow, you really just like Drachma, don't you? Dang. Alright, you can Cutlass Fury at this point. We'll need 1 Curio Crystal on him. And another focus. Next time that happens, if Fina is not the one who gets targeted, let me see how much the spell costs. I think that was pretty big damage to her. I want to see how resource intensive it would be with me wanting to do Cutlass Fury and Tackle all the time to instead cast Kyria as by Fina, who I know Fina has that spell, so I feel like she should be able to get it off, but I don't know how much SP I have to be able to do that along with everything else. So for now, Sacred Crystal on herself. You can also use a Sacred Crystal on Vice. Drachma is doing a bit better, so we'll just have him tackle for now, and we'll heal him in a bit. The fight is going relatively well so far. It's not too bad. I don't want to have to waste all my Curia crystals, but outside of that, it's going fairly well. All right, excellent. It's not full health because I used a Sacri. That makes sense. There's probably enough left in that bucket to just... Yeah. Oh, well, Fina over Drachma. That's something at least. Not Fina. Aika. We'll have Fina try and wake Aika up next, though. But that'll probably mean no super move attacks from anybody for that turn, unfortunately. Oh no, we might still be able to get a tackle off with how much is left. All right, very close. Let's just do this. Actually, if we're at the end of the battle, she'll wake up after the battle ends. So let me just do this. I feel like that's the better option. Even if Vice gets put to sleep, didn't matter, it was Fina. So they'll both attack and he'll die, and that'll be it. Probably from this, actually. Nice. Good stuff. And now a lot of cutscenes. How convenient that she woke up just in time for the victory scene. That's fine. Well, looks like the crystal's probably sealed in here. Hey everyone, look over here. The person on this wall looks like Fina. Well, you're right. I wonder if this is that Kegya the villagers were talking about. We, who have come from the Temple of the Silver Moon. Fina? We, who have come from the Temple of the Silver Moon, have sealed within the forest, after the rains of destruction washed away the lands, the unsleeping giant Grendel. And upon his sealing, the green crystal was kept within these walls. This is written in the holy language of the Silver Temple. The Sylvites must have inscribed these words when they were here. These are the ruins of Ixitaka, right? Why would Sylvites come here? The rains of destruction nearly destroyed the green civilization. But even after the rains fell, Grendel still terrorized the lands for many generations to follow. The Sylvites came here to contain him. But they came too late. The green civilization was destroyed, and the people were reduced to a few primitive tribes of scavengers. The people from that village probably thought the Sylvites were gods because they were able to contain Grendel. It all makes sense now. That's why they thought Fina was this Kegya person. But it says the green crystal is kept within these walls, right? But I don't see the crystal anywhere. I wonder where it is. You're right, it should be here. Who's there? Don't let him get away. He might have the crystal. Nice. Ooh, that would probably have hurt a lot, actually. So this is the ghost. Who are you, and why are you following us? Please don't kill me. I'm a high priest of Ixataka. A high priest? So you followed us all the way from Horteca? No, I didn't follow you. I've been here for a long time. It is my duty to guard these ruins. If anyone tries to loot what's in these ruins or steal the sacred greenstone, I contact King Ixataka. Wait a minute, you mean to tell me that the king knew where the lost city was all this time? Yes, we figured out Isapa's riddle, and we found Rixus. And here, we found the secret green stone. The king and Isapa were very happy because we could use the stone to stop the Valuans. Stop the Valuans? You aren't going to... ... Tell us, or do you want me to crack your skull? Alright, I'll tell you. The king and Isapa said that the sacred green stone had the power to awaken the giant. If the giant were to come, he would chase the Valuans back to the eastern skies and we would be safe. What? Here we go. Isapa, now that you are free and the Valuans are busy looking for Vice and his friends, we can summon the mighty giant. Awaken, giant of the forests. I, who hold the sacred greenstone, command you to destroy our enemies. This is not gonna go well. As it never does when any of these things are summoned in this game. Literally every single one is just going to cause horrible problems. Although not initially. I suppose it will go well to start, but... Vice, please forgive us. There was no other way for us to save the forest and people of Ixataka. What's that rumbling sound? Oh no, not again. Someone is summoning Grindel. Oh, remember this ship? Look, over there. So, King Ixataka was hiding the crystal from us after all. This is gonna be easy. All I have to do is take the crystal from him and the Empress will be pleased. Awaiting orders, Admiral. Oh, and I heard that you were injured in the mines. Are you alright, sir? I don't ever want to hear you speak of those mines again, understand? All ships, prepare for battle. Follow my flagship, the Cygnus. Head towards the light and find King Ixataka. This thing is literally an Evangelion. And now everything's on fire. Great. Wow, it really is an Evangelion. Blast! Retreat! We cannot get past the Gigas. But sir, the battle hasn't even started yet. Why are you questioning my orders? I refuse to die in these filthy lands. All ships, return to Bulu at once. Alfonso, my god. I do look forward to the point in the game quite a bit later from now when he dies. Spoilers, he will die. Why would they awaken him? Don't they understand that the entire Valuan Armada will retaliate against them? Everyone, back to the Little Jack. We have to stop that thing. Alright, now comes the 2 boss battles in a row. Although I love that you can just still see that thing here. That's great. Number 1. Let's heal up. Thankfully, it should be pretty quick to get back. There's going to be 1 extra warp platform added on the way that will let us sort of bypass the whole dungeon, essentially. Is the Little Jack at max health? Yes, that's very important because the next 2 fights are going to be in a Little Jack. Which I'm actually thinking about not doing. I'm just realizing we're only about 15 minutes away from the end of the stream. If I start those fights now, I'm going to be here for like another 30-45 minutes. So maybe we actually stop here. Yeah, I think this is a good place to stop before I go all in. That's unfortunate. It'll be like last week where we stopped right before a major boss battle, but yeah, I don't want to be stuck here for another 45 minutes when I know that's coming and it's going to take a while. So all right, so that was a good place to end it. I'm going to go ahead and switch to the schedule screen, which is pointless, so let me switch to the end stream. Well, I can put it back up for a second. That's probably going to be next week's schedule as well. I need to double check what's going on. Actually, I can do that right now before I end things. Let me look at my calendar really quickly. Definitely the midweek stuff is going to be normal because I don't have anything going on Tuesday or Thursday that would pull me out of streaming. Yeah, Saturday looks open too. So this was my schedule for this week, but that should actually also be my schedule for next week. So yeah, you can expect me back on Tuesday for Genshin, Thursday for Metro Prime 2, and Saturday for Skies Arcadia Legends. This time, hopefully, we'll be not suddenly taking Thursday off without telling anybody. So fingers crossed, but I should be here those same 3 days next week. So let's go see who's around that we can go raid while I'm doing this. As usual, let me throw those in. For anybody watching who wants to copy those, feel free. First one, just in general. Second one, if you're following. But regardless of whether you want to do that, I appreciate you being here anyway. Thank you very much for watching, for lurking. Hi, Lemon. Understandable. You've had a lot of housework to do, so can totally see that. Not a problem. But thank you for hanging out. I appreciate that. All right, who's live at the moment? Ideally, somebody that I haven't rated recently / regularly. Because I read a lot of the same people. What is not a bad thing, but it'd be cool to find somebody else, perhaps. Let's see. Hermione is live. 7th Senshi is live. Is there anybody streaming Skies of Arcadia right now? There is one other person streaming, but they're in a situation where I don't want to raid them because that would be incredible spoilers. So let's not do that. The big noise or the BG noise. Yeah, you're very welcome. I appreciate it. I'm happy to be a place where people can just lurk in and hang out while they get our stuff done. I think we'll go raid 7 Senshi. We haven't actually raided her in a good while. So probably fair to pop over there. 7 Senshi is a friend from the video game music community. She is a flutist who's currently streaming flute and karaoke. Commonly can request VGM songs from her, also anime songs, which is relevant because we're about to get into a fight next week with Neon Genesis Evangelion itself. Mr. John Evangelion. So yeah, let's go raid 7 Senshi. Oh, we cannot raid, probably because she has been streaming for over an hour and a half and it's going to end soon. Okay, that's fair. All right, let's raid Hermione instead then. Hopefully Hermione will let me raid. Should be fine. Hermione's doing Jackbox. Hermione 617. I always forget the numbers on the end of her stuff. Hermione 617. So Hermione is a fellow member of the Zeldathon team who could not make it to Voyage in person, but was watching much of the stream and helping out on the moderation team. So I appreciate her. Used to do our off-season show Dungeon Shuffle. She was one of the commentators for that while Video James was playing. She's cool. She is a low-key a variety streamer who always does chill games. Her streams do not allow cursing, for the record. So if anybody was lurking and you want to go to a safer work stream, you will be fine here. That's it. She's just playing Jackbox, so we're just gonna go hang out and chill. Hopefully have a good time. But yeah, regardless of whether I see you there or you pop off and head elsewhere, I want to thank you for showing up and hanging out. I appreciate it. I'll be back on Tuesday with Genshin Impact. So hopefully I see you then, but if not, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Thank you so much for hanging, for lurking, for watching. I appreciate you. Take care, y'all. Have a good night.